I used to think my marriage was normal. Nothing about it seemed dangerous. That changed the day I saw a message on my wife's phone. It wasn't meant for me. I told myself it was nothing. A misunderstanding. Maybe a joke. But then I started paying attention. The late night calls. The way she stepped outside to talk. The way she looked at me differently. Like she was waiting for something to happen. So I dug deeper. What I found wasn't an affair. It was a plan. A price. And someone who had already agreed to it. I wasn't trying to save my marriage anymore. I was trying to stay alive. If stories like this keep you up at night, hit that subscribe button. My name is Daniel. I'm 38 now. 18 months ago, I was married to a woman I'd known for 9 years. Loved for 9 years. Built everything with for 9 years. I thought the worst thing that could happen to my marriage was infidelity. I was wrong. Claire and I met at a work conference. She was sharp, funny. The kind of woman who made every room feel smaller just by walking into it. We dated for 2 years, got married, bought a house in the suburbs, 2 cars, a dog named Ro. Normal life, good life. She worked in finance, long hours but good money. I ran a small contracting business. We weren't rich, but we were comfortable. We argued sometimes, about money, about time, about the usual things married people argue about. But I never felt unsafe. Never felt like something was wrong underneath the surface. Looking back, I wonder how I missed it. Then again, I wasn't looking for it. You never look for something you don't think exists. It started with her phone. She'd left it on the kitchen counter one evening while she was in the shower. It lit up with a message. I wasn't going to look. We weren't the kind of couple who checked each other's phones. But the preview was right there on the screen. Confirmed for Thursday. Same amount. Don't contact me again after. No name. Just a number I didn't recognize. I put the phone face down and went to bed. For 3 days, I told myself it was work. A contractor she was dealing with. A payment for something I didn't know about. But I kept thinking about the way she'd been lately. The calls she took outside. The way she'd started locking her phone screen the moment I walked into a room. The way she looked at me sometimes across the dinner table like she was calculating something. On the 4th day, I wrote down the number from her phone while she slept. I didn't call it. Not yet. I started paying attention the way you pay attention when you're scared of what you'll find. Careful, methodical, quiet. Claire had a best friend named Priya. They'd been close since college. Priya came over for dinner 2 weeks after I saw the message. We were all in the kitchen. Claire stepped outside to take a call. Priya watched her go, then looked at her wine glass for a moment. "Is everything okay with you two?" she asked. Not casual. Careful. "Why do you ask?" She shrugged. "She's just been stressed, talking about money a lot. Your life insurance stuff." "Our life insurance?" "Yeah, just making sure things were in order," she said. Priya changed the subject immediately, like she'd said something she shouldn't have. Claire came back in 30 seconds later. I didn't say anything. But that night after Claire fell asleep, I went through the filing cabinet in the spare room. Found our life insurance policies. Mine had been updated 4 months ago. The payout had been increased to $800,000. I hadn't signed anything. My signature on the updated policy wasn't mine. I called the number the next morning from my car parked 2 streets away from our house. It rang 4 times. Then a man answered. "Who is this?" "I think you know my wife," I said. Silence. Long silence. Then, "You need to be very careful right now." "Who are you?" Another pause. "Someone who changed his mind. Someone who's been trying to figure out how to walk away from this cleanly." My hands went cold. "What did she pay you to do?" He didn't answer that directly. Instead, he said, "Thursday is in 2 days. She thinks it's still happening. It's not. But you need to not be where she thinks you'll be." Then he hung up. I sat in my car for 40 minutes. Thursday was my regular gym morning. Same time every week, same route, same parking lot. She knew my routine better than anyone. I went to the police that afternoon. Brought the forged insurance policy, the number. Everything I had. They took it seriously, immediately. They tried to trace the number. Prepaid phone. Already disconnected. They brought Claire in for questioning 2 days later. I wasn't there. They'd asked me to stay elsewhere. She denied everything. Calmly. Completely. Said the insurance update was a mistake by the broker. Said she didn't recognize the number. Said I was paranoid. That our marriage had been difficult and I was looking for reasons to blame her. She was good. I'll give her that. But the forged signature was harder to explain. They held her for questioning and released her pending further investigation. She came home that night like nothing had happened. Made dinner, asked about my day. I slept with the bedroom door locked. 3 days later, she was gone. Car in the driveway, phone on the kitchen counter, half her clothes still in the closet. Just gone. The police investigation is still open. She hasn't been found. I sold the house 6 months later. Couldn't stay in it. The dog goes everywhere with me now. Ro. He's the only one from that life I kept. I don't trust easily anymore. Don't let people close without paying attention. Don't ignore things that feel slightly off. People ask if I'm angry. I'm not angry. I'm just permanently careful now in a way I wasn't before. 9 years. I gave 9 years to someone I didn't know at all. And the scariest part isn't that she tried. It's that I almost let her succeed. I used to think my marriage was normal. Nothing about it seemed dangerous. I was right about that for 8 years. Then something changed in her. Or maybe it was always there and I just couldn't see it. I still think about the man on the phone sometimes, the one who changed his mind. I never found out his name, never heard from him again. Somewhere out there is a man who decided not to kill me. And somewhere out there is my wife, and I don't know which one I should be more afraid of. If this one got to you, hit that like button. Tell me in the comments. Do you think she'll ever be found? I'll see you in the next one.